Alright, so what's going on? Back with another video. This time I am attempting to install a Bluetooth receiver for my audio. Anyone who has a C30 knows that getting Bluetooth audio that doesn't come with the radio is a bit of a fiddle. So I have got this adapter which was recommended by someone else on the Volvo C30 group. So I'm going to go ahead and try and install this. So in the box, I'll just open it up. Try and open it up. You get the little button itself and I'll just pull. Without trying to break it, because that wouldn't be a good start. So what you get is you get a noise isolator. Anybody who has aux in their C30 will know that if you don't have anything plugged in, it does buzz quite a lot. So that is designed to eliminate the buzzing. I've got the little button which controls, it can answer phone calls, and it's got a rewind and replay button. So I can skip songs and turn the volume and stuff up with it. The aux cable which goes from the isolator into the aux socket on this in the center console, and it does also come with a little adapter for the 12-volt socket to power the button and the receiver. And I'm going to use the other port for charging my phone because I don't actually have a phone charger in the car currently. So how I'm planning on fitting this is I'm going to have this adapter plugged into the rear 12-volt socket. I'm planning on putting the button here, just behind the coin holder and the handbrake cable, and then I will run, you can see I've got the wires here for the footwell lights which are plumbed into the footwell. I'm going to run it through the back of this cover here and down through the center console and have it just coming out the side here and then plugged into here, and then I can have another iPhone lead that comes out to charge my iPhone. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this cover off. So I'm sat at the back of the car. I'm just going to pop my little flathead screwdriver in and pop this cover off and go through, angle it down into the carpet, and then pull the screwdriver, and out that comes. You can see I've wired in my footwell lights in, just tapped off the cigarette light socket here. So I am going to go ahead and grab this, which is going to plug into the 12-volt socket. Put it in the right way around before it sets my OCD off. And then I need to uncoil these cables and decide how I'm going to run this through the center console. Here, with the cable dropping into the center console where it's hidden, and I'm going to, this does come on like a little magnetic ring, so I can fit the magnetic ring with the 3M sticky tape on the back, and then I can just clip and unclip that should I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and install this real quick. So I've just stuck a little metal ring down there, and then if I, it's just on a magnet there, so I need the rest of the cable, which I haven't lost. Pop that down into the center console for a minute and pop that on there so I know which way I want to have it. So then I'm going to want to run the USB parts. So that's the aux part, it does split off in the middle, so the auxiliary part can stay in there, and the USB itself, just pop this cover down a little bit. I am going to feed it through and down into that little hole there, so it should pop out here like so, and then I'm going to kind of want to run it off to the side. I will have it sticking out the passenger side, and then all I need to do is just pop this back up. Easy said than done due to all the wires sticking out of this, and get this plastic tabs back in line. Just sort of need to go up at the top first and then in at the bottom, and then this little wire can come back around and just plug into there, whichever way it goes, just like so. And then this brings me out in the center console where I've got all this excess cable, so I probably will just go ahead and poke some of this cable back behind this little cover, which does just pop off at the top, as you just seen me do a minute ago. I want to make sure I keep the auxiliary side. So what I'm going to do now is this is the little ground loop isolator, which does help stop the buzzing noise. So if I go ahead and plug that in, and then that could be dropped into the center console and just plugged into the factory auxiliary port. This is just the back of the center console there. And then I can grab the auxiliary side of the button or the receiver, just plug that in, drop that cable into there, plug that in, and I do also have a 12-volt feed now going via the cigarette lighter, which needs the ignition on. So if I just pop this cover back together, drop that down for a minute, and then switch the ignition on, I should then get, you see I've got a little blue light flashing on top of the device here. As you can see now, when I put the radio on aux, if I turn the volume up, you don't get the buzzing noise that you would have got before. So just spent a couple of minutes off camera trying to get this tidied up a little bit. It is quite hard to tidy it up at the minute, but I do want to get some double-sided sticky tape for these and just sort of plumb them up to the side. And the same with this one. For the Bluetooth adapter, I do plan on probably just sticking that to the back there, so it is out of the way and I can still use this for storage without knocking the cables. But for now, I think it does look quite neat, and I will just come around to the front in a second and show you what it looks like from the front. The car, as you can see, I've just got the interior normally as I'll be driving. The button is just here in front of just behind the handbrake and the coin holder. So if I'm driving along, I can just, if I get a call through, I can just tap that, and then I've got buttons to play and pause on the side. Right, so I have just gone and got another device quickly that I have laying around. It's my old iPhone 8 Plus. If I go ahead and turn the ignition on, you can see the little blue Bluetooth light does start flashing on here. And if I go to my Bluetooth settings on my phone, you can see that it does come up at the bottom. So if I just tap that to connect, it's connected, and you hear a little bleep through the speakers. So then if I just go to my Spotify and play a song, you can hear the music that comes through the radio. If I turn it all off completely and let the little device go to sleep, you can see the light goes off where it's lost power from the 12 volt cigarette lighter on the back. If I go ahead and pop the key back in and put the ignition back on, all I have to do now is press play and it comes through the radio again. So overall, it looks very clean. As you can see, it's literally just installed there and the wire drops down to the center console. I do think this is very good for the money. It was only £25. The downside is the cables are a bit flimsy, so depending where you install it and if it's going to get crushed a couple of times, it's like if I was to move this in and out all the time, probably would damage the cable. That being said, you do get 2-year warranty if you register the product when it comes. Installing this, obviously I did say that I get to have a phone charger, so I can just go ahead and pop the cable in the other slot, because no one really uses the back. I did only pop the seats up just to have that in, so the seats are normally let down. No one really uses the back of the car because it is usually just me in it. So I can plug that into there. When the ignition comes on, it will charge, as well as having this on, which plays my audio, and the footwell lights coming on as normal. So that does conclude today's video. If anybody is interested in getting this little adapter for making auxiliary Bluetooth, I will put a link to it down in the description. It's from Amazon, so obviously it comes pretty quickly. It's only about £25, so it's reasonably priced as well. Like I said, just make sure if you're installing it to be careful of where you put the wires, as the wires are quite flimsy. With that being said, it is a good buy, and it's definitely worth it if you're looking to have some Bluetooth audio in a car that only has auxiliary. So thank you for watching. This has been my 4th video, and I have got another one coming out soon. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.